Good morning, everyone. And this is our group presentation. We presenting with the theme of coastal area and human life. What we do is specifically focus on an oil spill. Before that, we should define what is oil spill, what is oil or crude oil is. Crude oil is essentially a black fluid that is from dead and animal plants from centuries ago that is presently at the bottom surface crust of the earth. Human drill and pump those fluid into a factory and into an oil rig, and then put it on the refiner for the commercial use for human. What make it bad is when the transportation of the ship from the oil rig to the refiner happen accidentally. This is what we call as oil spill. Oil spill has two types, which is small oil spill and large oil spill. Small oil spill happen when a mishap or mishandling of oil refueling to the ship, while the large one is when pipe broke or the ship that carry oil tank, the ship that carry oil tank got sink and spread out all the oil into the surface of the ocean, and this caused food poisoning, death of animals surround the surface of the oil on top of the surface area of the sea. Next.
So as you can see here, there are three major oil spill incidents. The first one is Deepwater Horizon oil spill, which occurs on April 20, 2010 at Gulf of Mexico. The next one is Gulf War oil spill, occurs on January 21st, 1991, located in Persian Gulf, which is in the Arabian Gulf. And the last one is collision between ship called Atlantic Empress on July 19, 1979, located 10 miles off Tobago.
Okay, next we moving on to the effect of oil pollution. Oil spill pollution have affected humans' health both physically and mentally. In physical aspect, after a direct exposure to the oil spills, people usually experience symptoms of visual disturbance, respiratory system irritation, headaches, cough, runny nose, and sore throats, heart palpitations, fatigue and fever, memory and cognitive disturbance, abdominal pain, and increase the chance of cancer. This is because a research shows that chronic exposure to oil spills and the consume of harvested seafood that contaminated with oil could increase cancer possibility. And lastly, skin rashes. People who swims in the water that is contaminated with oil experience serious skin rashes. Meanwhile, in mentally aspect, people who were exposed to the hydrocarbon from the oil spill accidents had a psychological impact on them, such as higher prevalence of depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD, and suicidal ideation. This is because people who are affected mentally are the ones who depends on fishery side. This is because people who are affected mentally are the ones who depends on fishery. Since oil pollution affected the ecosystem badly, that also affected their economy source.
Next, the effect of oil pollution to marine ecosystem is the chemical constituent of oil spill can harm living organisms. It can affect birds and mammals fur and restrict movement of the animals. Sea turtle can trap in oil spill and mistake it for food. It also can affect lung of sea mammals like dolphins. The sea turtle eggs can be damaged by oil. For environmental, it can affect the beach with oil coat. It also can affect the mangrove forest, damage plants, and make the area unsuitable as wildlife habitat. It can damage the underwater ecosystem, killing fish and small animals that are essential links in the global food chain.
For prevention of oil spill, there are two categories. For small oil spill, first, make sure your vessel maintenance. Second, always alert about things that can cause oil spill. And third, check for leak oil or cracked tank. For large oil spill, we must establish producer, method, and equipment requirement to help prevent oil spill, and requires the facilities develop and implement spill prevention, control, and countermeasure.